So Jean was on the school soccer team all this time, huh? I guess this was after that Asteroid M battle, or maybe she got a pass for missing some game or practice that night. I wonder if different mutants were around at this moment here, what would happen? Logan's powers seem useless here, so would he just sit and watch? So when Jamie multiplies, anything he touches is multiplied as well, except fellow mutants. Also, why'd Jamie multiply just cause Sunspot bumped into him? Does he just split when he's startled, so if a fire alarm went off he'd just reflexively replicate?
So those are the new recruits. Looks like we got our hands full.
Yes, a spirited bunch, but good kids.
All these three mutants coincidentally have blasting powers. Also, are they trying to kill Boom Boom?
I know this is a confusing issue. Yes, helping others is the right thing to do, but we must also try to remain anonymous, at least for the present.
It's like we're hiding in shame. What's the harm in letting people know?
Because many of these same people are simply not ready to embrace the fact that mutants walk the earth.
Yes, Scott. So next time you find humans in danger, just let them die, because they're not ready to deal with mutants saving their lives. They're better off dead.
Trumpet it! Your little bro can't be beating the pipeline, man.
Yeah, right. Who you surfing against, little girls?
That's sexist.
Well, I guess that means you won't be joining us here at the Institute for a while.
Well, that's gonna have to wait. I don't know, Scott. This whole thing about being a mutant, it's... you know?
We're all better off with Alex not joining the Institute. We have enough one-dimensional cliches on this series. We don't need to add Surfer Bro to the group.
All these powers is kinda cool. I'm starting to get the hang of it, you know? Although yesterday in the cafeteria I pointed to an enchilada and it... it blew up.
I hate when that happens.
How? You take your visor off when you eat for some reason, Scott? I notice his Toad's abnormally long tongue. Or the fact he's trying to catch flies with it. Lance looks like he's gonna erupt, if you know what I mean. I know he always has this face when using his powers, but never in the midst of a crowd of humans who can see him. What is she laughing about?
Lance, get a clue, okay?
I love the fact Lance almost killed a guy and all he's concerned with is Kitty's reaction.
Since when is Bayville on a fault line?
Senator, Principal Kelly must deal with lots of scoreboards almost falling on him since he doesn't even seem concerned for his near-death encounter. He also sees no reason to start an earthquake drill for the students' safety. Most other schools would fire him for this lack of concern.
Because I'll wager that every one of us here has some unique talents, some special gifts, some ability that makes us stand out from the crowd.
Some of you may even be mutants, although I don't know what those are quite yet. I can't think right now. I gotta recover from induced seizures.
Me and Toad and Bob and Quicksilver here, we're all mutants. Born different. What you might call
I can't
freaks.
believe he's doing this!
Being mutants means we got these special powers we can use to make little improvements. For instance, we thought this game would be more fun if the goals were further apart.
Lance's plan to out-mutant kind is verging into mass murder now. Quicksilver's fast, but not quite fast enough to be in two places at once.
Alright, Lance. You want it all out in the open? Let's put it out there! I've been waiting for this!
Two mutants with ultra-destructive powers decide to settle their differences with a fist fight. How climactic. Why'd Pride go for the videotape instead of helping her classmates get to safety? Secrecy is really more important than death.
We need the police! Now! This is Prince...
That was rude. And Jean wasn't planning on mind-wiping Kelly, so unless she planned on killing him, he was gonna call somebody eventually. Just in on the lost opportunity to see Fat Rogue. Blob's power is based on fat, so she should be gaining much weight after leeching from him. When she touched Sabretooth, she gained extra fur. Of course, the one person Xavier couldn't finish mind-wiping is the one whose knowledge of mutants would cause the most problems for them. And why is it Kelly was the last one he got to before he collapsed, when he probably should have been the first? So many sins on you, Charles, John, Xavier. You have doomed all of us mutants on this night. And more sins for not simply going to Kelly later on to finish the job. It's not like he has a telepathy-blocking helmet or is immune to telepathy, like a special, unique talent or something.
What about the broadcast? How much got out?
None. Seems there was some kind of weird magnetic interference that knocked the station off the air seconds before.
Magnetic? Could it be that he's still alive?
Magneto?
No, Titanium Man. Also, I thought Kitty already dealt with that problem snagging the videotape. Also, if Magneto really were alive, how would he know about this incident? Even Psychic Charles was not prepared for Lance's stunt. Speaking of which, why would Lance not try this mutant outing plan again? Just do it during class when Xavier wouldn't be around to erase memories. Or better yet, go out in the city where there would be even more people whom he couldn't track telepathically. Of course, one could also question why Xavier doesn't alter Lance and the other Brotherhood guys' memories or personalities to prevent incidents like that from happening again. It shouldn't break ethics or morality code since he's already just done it.